Alright, so with this, I have just a piece of wood, and I'm going to use water-based clay, and we're going to start just kind of making faces. Just everybody says that they're not good at art, they're not really creative, they can't draw a stick figure. However, I know everybody can draw a little smiley face. So, what we're starting with here is I'm just going to make a somewhat circle. It doesn't even have to be perfect. And I'm going to make a couple little indentations. And that. Look at that. We already have a three-dimensional sculpture. Now, when you're creating this, you can create any kind of emoji, emotion that you want. But just starting out with this, we have a base, and now let's say maybe we want to kind of add a little bit extra, kind of add a couple little worms of clay here for eyebrows, for the brow ridge. I don't know if I'm going to give him a nose, but I'll give him a little clay to kind of bring the nose area out a little bit. I'm going to kind of dig in a little bit here at the corners of the mouth, and maybe even add a couple little worms of clay to kind of show the skin being pulled back at the edge of a smile. Maybe since he's smiling, I'll bring up the cheeks just a little bit and actually give him cheekbones. And instead of just being a smile, maybe this side will actually be opened up a little bit. And just kind of press this kind of in and down a little bit. And then I'll actually dig out a little bit. That way I'll show the top row of teeth. You dig out here. But look at that, just these little simple touches has already gotten us started. Alright. A lot of my characters, I like having like these big, wild, crazy ears, so I'm actually going to kind of roll it up into a ball, and I kind of put my hands together in a V shape like this and kind of make a cone. And then just flattening that out kind of has this little ear shape. Do the same thing on the other side. And now from here, it's just a matter of building out your character and adding little things here and there, adding little accessories, kind of changing the shape of the head. Maybe you want to add a little bit of wild hair up there, or even like some horns. But this is something that you can have fun with, but it's also something that you can take on and say, you know, I want to create a piece that is sharing how I'm feeling or something personal that I'm going through. And you can create a character that kind of expresses that, or something that helps you to express it. Sometimes we have these emotions and struggles kind of bottled up within, and we might not have the words to kind of share it. And art is a way of helping us to express what we're feeling and kind of take a step back and look at it from a different perspective. The other thing that you can always have fun with as you're doing this is, just like 2D art, you can, use a sponge and kind of smooth things out, make it really soft and pretty. Or, you can also do something crazy with the texture and the strokes that you're putting in there. And that'll also convey, emotion. That's another way to also convey emotion, depending on, how crazy you want it to be. It's almost like looking at a painting and looking at the brush strokes. You can kind of portray the same thing here with the clay. Here you can always add in some eyes if you like. And so this here is a really quick little character. And you can even have fun if you want, depending on what you decide you want to do. You can always come back in, change things around. Have his mouth a little bit more open. Have a tongue coming out. Kind of change the brows and so that they're a little more angular, make them a little bit angry. Maybe have one a little bit more closed, like he's a little crazy, out of his mind. Definitely for this one, grab a little bit more clay to kind of give him a longer tongue. Dig some of this out so that his tongue can actually go inside of his mouth. The ears, especially when they're this big, you can use to really be expressive. But something just as simple as that. So guys, I want you guys to take this challenge on, and whether there's a specific emoji you like to use a lot, whether you want to just start with a smiley face and see where it takes you, or if you want to kind of think about some of the emotions that are kind of going through your mind right now or have been on your heart, and just kind of put them into the clay and see what comes out. Just start and have fun with it. That's the biggest thing with this, is to have fun with these pieces and to just enjoy the process. And it doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be beautiful. It doesn't even have to look like anything. Even if you just wanted to make a abstract piece that had a lot of crazy things or textures or strokes going on that kind of conveyed your emotions, almost like an abstract canvas piece. You can create that too, as long as you're having fun and you're expressing yourself. So I hope you guys enjoyed this and create something awesome.